WHAS11 News at 5 o'clock begins right now. We are watching at the moment for the potential of severe weather popping up in just a matter of hours from now. But get ready, that's just round one, as we've been warning you since yesterday. JCPS, one of many in town, canceling outdoor and after-school activities tonight. We're in for the potential of a rough 2 days of spring weather. Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Doug Proffitt. Shay is off tonight. Meteorologist Colleen Peterson is here with us right now to show why conditions are so right for a severe weather outbreak. Colleen, what are you watching?
Well, it is that time of the year. All of the ingredients are coming together. Right now, it's not really active. In fact, we really haven't seen too much over our area, but I think we could see some pop-up thunderstorms here over the next few hours. But honestly, if we don't see anything by 8 p.m., then the threat is going to definitely decrease overnight. So it's looking good so far, but that threat definitely remains over the next few hours. Strong winds, hail, and isolated tornado is possible, so make sure to have multiple ways to receive warnings. Then tomorrow evening, we have another round of strong to severe storms. So it's almost like we have a cap over us still, meaning that our environment just haven't gotten there yet. We're trying to see some of those showers fire up, not really seeing too much development over our area, but there is a tornado warning just southwest of Indianapolis, where some of those thunderstorms are really starting to fire up. So looking at our radar, again, just seeing some light showers. No current thunderstorm or warning is in place over our area. Weather threats here over the next 2 days, not only tonight, but tomorrow night. There is another heightened risk of seeing tornadoes again, but it's mainly going to be those strong damaging winds potentially as we head towards tomorrow evening, and we can't rule out hail as well as some heavy rain. So looking at that forecast model, not going to be widespread here over the next few hours. By 8 p.m., we might see a storm develop here across our area, and the ingredients are there to potentially see an isolated strong to severe storm. And then once we head overnight tonight, not looking too significant from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning, but there still is that chance, much lower than right now because we lose that daytime heating. But fast forwarding to tomorrow evening, I think that's going to be our big event. We are tracking a nasty line that is pushing through. I'm going to time that out and break down those impacts hour by hour coming up. Doug?
Colleen, thank you. Certainly glad to hear that improving tone there from Colleen tonight. But as you know, nobody's taking any chances with this potential severe weather outbreak. From mayors to school leaders, the reminders have been steady today. Stay alert to the watches and warnings and have your storm plan in place. And don't let your guard down. JCPS canceled all after-school sports and other activities just to be safe. And on the government side, state and city buildings closed early at 2 o'clock today. Mayor Craig Greenberg urging Louisvillians to stay aware. The mayor is urging you to sign up for the Metro's special text alert message system. It is called Lens Alert, which will send Metro emergency alerts right to your cell phone. You can sign up by texting the word Lens Alert, one word, to 67283. The National Weather Service's meteorologist in charge here in Louisville, John Gordon, says this storm system is serious, especially tomorrow, similar to the one on April 2nd that spun off 10 tornadoes around Kentuckiana.
Storms again, rotating thunderstorms, hail, wind, heavy rain, and tornadoes. We're in an enhanced risk with the Storm Prediction Center right now, which is very warranted. Today up in Ohio, might even go higher. Tomorrow in Tennessee, might even go higher. Have a way, just like the mayor said.
Again, John Gordon talking about tomorrow. Gordon encourages everybody to have several ways to get your weather warnings, including a weather radio, and don't forget the Lens Alert. Well, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear is also concerned about the state of Kentucky. Early warnings back in early April certainly saved lives, but during and after the storm, there are other dangers.
I keep thinking about making it through all the most difficult parts of these weather emergencies and then losing people to carbon monoxide by having a generator too close to your house, or people trying to drive through a flooded area and losing them then. These are all avoidable. And make sure you
Kentuckiana has seen tropical downpours from these thunderstorms already today. For example, since midnight, Bullitt East High School recorded just under 1 inch of rain. When it comes to a flooded street, remember the warning: turn around, don't drown. Now's the time to download the free WHAS11 app, an excellent way for you to watch our live coverage even if you do lose power. You can also view our live Max HD radar anytime and get the latest weather alerts. It's the WHAS11 app. Now to today's top stories. Right now, Louisville Metro police officers are investigating a shooting on Saddlebrook Lane. It did cause a JCPS school nearby to take extra precautions for safety. It's happening in the St. Denis neighborhood. Police say they responded just after 3 o'clock today. Right now, we don't know if anyone was injured or the extent of the injuries. JCPS did put Maupin Elementary School on heightened security as a response to the police investigation nearby. They've since been given the all clear. We're continuing to learn more, and we'll give you an update on these newscasts coming right up here on WHAS 11. Well, as we do keep an eye on potential storms, we've also been covering the top stories of the day for you. Happening tonight, the historic vote from JCPS. The talking is over. Now we're expecting to see the approval of the new start times in August. One changes times for nearly 50 schools. The other doubles that, with the majority of the schools changing by 1 hour or more. Tonight, before the vote, we're hearing from those with major concerns. WHAS 11 Night Team's Alex Dieterer is part of our team covering this meeting. It starts in an hour. And Alex, so far, what are you hearing out there around you?
Doug, we are here right now at a quiet, albeit windy, Van Hoos Educational Center. And just about 10 minutes ago, a group of principals from JCPS dressed in red entered the Van Hoos Center. Now, they didn't want to speak with us, but they are attending the meeting. And of course, they're here for the approval of start times for next year for JCPS students. So to break it down, there are 3 start times right now. Those start times would be 7:30, 8:40, and 9:40. And the question is which schools and how many schools will be changed with these start times. There are 2 different options for the Board of Education to consider. Option 1 would then impact over 80 schools from 10 to an hour minutes based on start time. And option 2 would impact over 100 schools. Now, again, the principals did not want to speak with us today, but teachers and parents that we have spoken with in the past, WHAS 11, have asked for a 3rd option. Now, these conversations sound very familiar in option 3 to the conversations that were had when JCPS was talking about the transportation problems and plans for next year. The meeting is set to start at 6, and we will bring you updates as the board decides to make a decision. Live in Louisville, Alex Dieterer with photojournalist at McGefter, WHAS 11 on your side.
Alex, thank you. Well, just like the bus transportation plan, this is an historic, huge vote that has wide-ranging impacts for so many people in Jefferson County. So we have 2 reporters covering the meeting tonight, one detailing the plan that'll be chosen tonight, and the other will bring you the debate. It's only on the WHAS 11 Night Team. Join us right here at 11. And also happening right now tonight, it's election night in Indiana. Hoosiers selecting their nominee for governor. 6 Republicans and 1 Democrat vying for the seat currently held by Republican Eric Holcomb, who cannot run again. WHAS 11's Jose Alonso and photojournalist Emma Gefter are in Clark County. They're talking to voters on primary day.
It is primary election day for the state of Indiana, and those that live in the southern part are making their voices heard, not just for the governor's seat, but for so many other seats as well. U.S. Senate, congressman, commissioner, and even local seats like the judge as well. A heavy downpour across Jeffersonville didn't stop voters from heading to the polls.
I'm here to help elect the next president, the next governor of Indiana, and city council members.
I'm here to vote for the governor.
Of the 93,000 Hoosiers eligible to vote, Jeffersonville resident Paula Bartlett is one of them, hoping her candidate will bring funding to the area.
Most of the money, they pay attention more to northern Indiana, and I think southern Indiana gets left out. And I voted for someone that's kind of midway in the state and that's really familiar with this area.
Close to 6,500 people had checked in by the lunch hour Tuesday, including early and absentee voters.
But we really do see a big jump kind of at the end of the day between 3 and 6. Some people are leaving work early. Some people just leave their work at normal time. But that end of day rush is usually a little bit bigger than that lunch spike.
Clark County Clerk Ryan Lynch said this year's races helped bring in bigger numbers to the polls.
It's not too far off. It's a little bit more than what it was in 2022 and a little bit around the same as 2020. We kind of expected it to be a little higher, with it is a presidential year, and then with it being a fairly contested governor race as well.
In Clark County, Jose Alonso, WHAS 11 on your side.
To know if you're heading to the polls. They close at 6 p.m. But if you're in line to vote at 6 p.m., you will still be able to cast your ballot in Indiana. Make sure you don't forget to bring a valid ID. As of 4:30 this afternoon, just over 11,200 votes have been cast today, bringing the total in Clark County, again, this is Clark County alone, to 13,200 votes. Again, that's just after 4:30 today. Louisville Fire Department's arson squad is investigating after one man was jailed for allegedly setting a fire in a nursing home in eastern Jefferson County. And we're hearing today that he is now banned from returning to that nursing home. It happened last Wednesday at about 5 o'clock in the evening. You can see right here on our map, we're talking about the Valhalla Post-Acute Center. That's in Middletown, just south of the Gene Snyder Freeway. WHAS11's Ian Hardwitt is talking with the fire department that responded to the emergency there.
Justin Camposano here is accused of arson at Valhalla Post-Acute. He was arrested May 1st at the nursing home, about 2.5 hours after a fire was set. That day, Anchorage Middletown Fire responded to the emergency, finding a powered scooter chair was already extinguished.
Staff members led us to the chair. The fire had been put out, but you could obviously tell that the chair had been set on fire, and then where the chair actually had been sitting, the carpet and that stuff around there was charred.
Camposano's arrest citation says he was an employee here at the nursing home and that the fire was set inside one of the rooms about 45 minutes after its resident
Nobody was
left.
injured.
Valhalla is cooperating with authority investigations and responded to WHAS11 through a statement. The care and safety of our residents is our #1 priority. Our internal investigation is currently underway. When it was brought to our attention, the involved employee was immediately suspended and placed on administrative leave without pay while we conclude our investigation, a spokesperson wrote. At Camposano's arraignment, his defense attorney brought up the accused man's clear record.
It's such a bizarre allegation for somebody with no criminal history. It appears to me this was a spur of the moment, amateur hour, sort of. It's not like he went anywhere with a can of gas in a match. So.
Ultimately, the judge ordered no contact between Camposano and the residents and workers at Valhalla. In Middletown, Ian Hardwitt, WHAS11, on your side.
Nobody was injured during the brief fire there at the acute center, and the judge did set Camposano's bond at $10,000 cash, and the next court date for him is coming up on May 10th.